Hello, YouTube. It is Natalie, and it has been about a year since I've done one of these type of videos about health, wellness, diet, that kind of thing. I wanted to do an update and give you a heads up on what I will be doing for this next month. So I am a high proponent of writing everything down because I didn't realize my weight had got down to 165.8 at my lowest last year. I didn't keep it down to 165. I kept it mostly at 170. And then, so what happened? So last summer I tried going back to work, first time in 6 years since my disability started. I absolutely loved working. I loved going to work. I loved being productive. Felt like I was becoming a normal 38-year-old, right? It was a disaster. I got so sick. My illness flared like crazy. It was not a good situation, and it lasted about 3 months, and then I had to quit. And so that was really depressing for me. It was another big blow, kind of like another thing that my disability has taken away. And we can't think like that, right? We got to think about the blessings and the positive, right? So that happened. And then in January, well, before that, my significant other and I decided that we would break up as soon as I moved out of this house. That was last year. And so that's kind of been stressful living situation. And I wasn't able to start looking for houses until March of this year, and the housing market is poop. I have a very, very, very tight budget. So tight that I'm going to have to be looking about 2 hours to an hour away from where I currently live to try to find a place to live. And even rent is ridiculous. So all of that stress is going on. And then in January, my dad's cancer came back with a vengeance, and as a last ditch effort, we went every week for about 3.5 months to Wisconsin for him to get his treatment. And that's like over a 6-hour drive. A lot of stress. So after January hit, I did not follow any particular diet plan. I was still trying to follow a little bit of the blood type diet and still trying to do that, but I was eating whatever I wanted, a lot of pizza, and the weight has crept back on. But not only that, I feel like absolute crap. I will say that it took about a year for me to start feeling like I could finally heal from working. I did not feel like I was in a place, like I was too sick to even think about healing up until this summer. And also just feeling like my digestion is off. I bloat so bad. I gained 4 pounds of bloat in one night. I'm measuring myself. Clothes are uncomfortable. It starts out okay in the morning, but as longer as the day goes on, it's bad. All my other symptoms are terrible. I'm extremely fatigued, like extremely fatigued. Like I normally wouldn't take a nap, and I'm taking a nap every day now for at least 2 hours. So my diet has greatly affected my health. The stress that I'm under has greatly affected my health. And I'm not doing well, and I need to change some things. I really, really need to change some things and get back on it. And so I was kind of doing a little bit of an internet search myself, just doing some YouTube stuff, trying to get back on a vegan diet, which wasn't going well. When I feel like crap, I definitely feed my emotions and eat comfort foods and eat things I know that are not good, and then I start feeling even worse, right? It's a vicious cycle. I know it's not going to make me feel good, but I eat it, and then I feel bad, and then I eat some more of it. So I was doing some research, wanting to get back on a vegan diet. I did try for a couple of weeks to do a vegan diet and eating every 2 to 3 hours, but I'm not on a definitive schedule. And then looking at houses that far, it was just a mess. Because some of the houses I look at, you don't want to be pulling out a snack to be eaten. You just don't. I know that's a lame excuse, but my heart wasn't in it. My heart wasn't in it. So I was doing research, found out about high carb vegan whole food, and I was like, well, this is really cool. So I was doing that, but I wasn't losing any of the weight, and I really want to lose some of the weight. I felt a lot better when I was thinner. So my boyfriend gave me Penn Jillette's book about how he ate potatoes for it was about a month, 2 months. God, I just read that book. Like I said, my brain is not working anymore. So anyway, he ate potatoes for a long time and then was on a specific diet. He didn't really tell you the specifics in his book. It was just more about his experience doing this, and he lost a lot of weight. So I read that, and then I found Spud Fit on YouTube, and I'll try to remember to link the video down below. And he ate potatoes for a whole year. So my boyfriend has been trying to eat just potatoes. And then I decided, you know what, just to restart my digestion, give my digestion a break and kind of cleanse myself, I'm going to do potatoes for a month. Now, the research that I have found, there's no specific way to do this. Everybody has their own idea. Everybody has their own thing. The only thing that everybody says that's pretty common is that on the 3 to 5 day mark, you start feeling like crap. And reading the description, it sounds like you detox on the 3 to 5 day. So you get, dizziness, lightheadedness, feeling like you're sick, tiredness, feeling unwell. So that to me sounds like you detox in the 3 to 5 mark, right? So some diets say you can have as many condiments as long as it's no fat. You can't have fat. Some people say absolutely no condiments. So what I'm going to do is for the first 3 to 5 days, depending on how bored I get, I'm going to do no condiments, no spices, anything, salt, anything. I'm just going to eat the potato. And you can eat as much as you want. You're not here to deprive yourself. If you want to eat a potato. That's the only rule. And then for a month, I'm going to eat potatoes and just kind of reset and recharge my system. And then after a month, I'm going to do the high carb, low fat, whole food, vegan diet. And I'm thinking that's going to really help me feel better. And I'm hoping to get this inflammation down, because that's my biggest thing, and animal products cause inflammation. So that is the plan. And we're going to start it. But I also have the numbers. So August 1st, 2020, which was when I weighed my lowest, which was 165.8. My hips were 41 inches, waist was 33, and bust was 39. And so the first day of this diet, because I already started yesterday, I had a lot going on yesterday, so I couldn't record this video, so I'm recording it today. So yesterday, I weighed 188.0, and yesterday was 722. I'm going to try to get this video up probably today, but we'll see. I'm really tired today. So anyway, my weight, 188.0. I did eat pizza the prior day, and I gained, I think, 4 pounds of bloat. So take 188 with a grain of salt, I guess. My hips are 43.5. My waist is 37.5, and my bust is 41.5. So overall, I've gained 22.2 pounds, which is pretty much everything I lost last summer, which is a big bummer for me. But I'm trying to show myself compassion. I have been through the ringer in the last 6 to 7 months. I have been going through it. So hips, I gained 2.5, waist, I gained 4.5, and bust, I gained 2.5. So I'm not going to be weighing myself all the time, because that's not the primary focus. So the reason why a lot of people do the potato diet is because we're addicted to food. If you're an alcoholic, what do? You stop drinking. You stop going into situations where there's alcohol. Same thing with a drug addict. You stop drugs, and you stop going to places where drugs are prevalent. We can't do that with food. We have to eat. But we all are food addicts. We all feed our emotions. We all crave food. And that's nothing against us. Our body is biologically created to do that. Because back in the day, when we were hunters and gatherers, we sought out food that was high in calories, high in fat and salt and sugar, because we knew it was going to make us live longer. So, just show yourself compassion. Your body is doing what it's supposed to be doing. We just need to be driving the boat better. So that's why people do the potato diet, because all you're eating is potatoes. You have no other choices. There is no moderation, counting calories, making sure you're eating at the right time, making sure you're doing everything in the right way. You just eat a potato. And so I like that, because like I said, I'm very tired. I'm like so exhausted. It is ridiculous. I was out driving the other day doing errands, and I was like, I should not be driving. And I, thank God, was not far from the house and just came home and laid down. And so I like the idea. I don't have to think about anything. And it's easy to go grocery shopping and just go in, get some potatoes, and leave. So I said all of that to say I'm not really concerned about weighing myself, although I would like to lose this 20 pounds. It's more about me wanting to feel better and getting back on track and doing what I know I need to do, regardless of the stress and regardless of the BS that is going on in my life right now. I will say, when doing my research, some people didn't lose any weight. Some people lost up to 53 pounds in a month, which I think 53 pounds in a month, don't quote me on that. But, so I may or may not lose weight. My significant other may or may not lose weight. But I'm just really hoping to reset and recharge my system. And that is my goal. The only other thing I'm going to be doing is my lemon water in the morning. That really helps me with mucus production, and I know it detoxes you and it helps your body get alkaline. I will not miss that out. So I'm going to definitely be doing my lemon water in the morning. And then for the first 3 to 5 days, depending on how bored I get, I'm not going to do any condiments, salt, herbs, spices, anything like that until I get through the detoxing part of it. And then for the rest of it, we will be doing condiments and low-fat condiments. So barbecue sauce, ketchup, that kind of thing. So that's the adventure. That's where I've been. And that's also part of the reason why I haven't been putting a lot of videos on my YouTube channel. I've just been really sick, not motivated at all to do anything in any sense of the word. I haven't really been crafting. I haven't been active. Although part of the not being active is it's been really hot here, 90 plus with humidity and lots of rain. So going out for WALKs has not been a priority, but I've also stopped doing my yoga. I was doing yoga every day for stretching, just not motivated. And that's the other thing with this diet. Everybody consensus is you do not exercise until you lose your weight that you want to lose. But I have to be active. I have a dog. She's not going to accept the fact of no WALKs. So we have to do those for sure. And I will do some stretching if my back gets kinky or, you know, stuck somewhere. So that is the plan. Trying my like New Year's resolution or goal for this year, or intention for this year, was that I was going to step up for myself and not have this attitude of somebody's going to come and save me or I'm going to do it later, that I'm really going to be here for myself. So that's what we're going to be doing. The next part of this video is just my prep for the first day, and I will probably be putting out a video once a week, maybe twice a week, we'll see. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. So yesterday, my boyfriend and I went to Sam's Club. They have a better selection than Costco as far as potatoes go. So we got 3 bags of sweet potatoes. He has 1 bag at his house. 2 bags of the red potatoes, which we both love red potatoes. So he has a bag, I have a bag. We got 1 bag of russets, and that was under $40 at Sam's Club for us, and that's going to be a while. So that's the potatoes we have so far, and then I have some leftover potatoes. So I have some sweet potatoes that were left over, and then I have these little potatoes too, and then I have a bag of yellow and 1 really huge russet. So I have to find a place for these because they should be in a cool, dry location. I do not have a cool, dry location right now. I could put them in the closet, but my Rumblex is over there. So my Rumblex is here. If I could get to the closet, that's cool. It's dry. That might work. Or this closet. So I'm going to have to think about where I'm going to put my Rumblex because my house is small in order to get in and out of the closets. Alright, so I'm trying to get stuff prepared because tomorrow I'm going to be at the hospital for most of the day. So I got my Instapot out and I want to steam the potatoes. Now, I cannot find anything very definitive on how to do this. So I'm flying by the seat of my pants. We're going to see if this works. And a lot of them said to use a trivet. I don't have a trivet, but I have these steamer baskets. So I filled up the Instapot with 6 cups of water, which is just about where the bottom of the steamer trays sits. So, and then I have the little potatoes, which I rinsed really well, and then I've got 3 little sweet potatoes, and I poked them with the fork, the sweet potatoes. I would not poke these with a fork. I'm going to be here all freaking day doing that. And so I was thinking anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. So we're going to go with steam, and we're going to go 15. I would rather have them be overdone than underdone on high. And then I have it closed off up there. So we're going to see what happens with this. I'm kind of concerned. But it's just potatoes, so if it doesn't work out or whatever, we can do something else. So we'll see in a minute. Alright, so the second thing I'm going to be preparing is some baked potatoes. Interesting fact, if you wrap your potato in aluminum foil and put it in the oven, you're steaming it. And that's what we're doing in the Instapot. So I am going to bake these. Now for regular taters, you would want to just put them on the rack, but since I'm doing a sweet potato and they tend to leak, I don't want to have to clean my toaster oven. So we're putting on some a baking sheet with some aluminum foil. This guy is going to take a long time to cook. These guys, not so much. You can do the oven anywhere from 350 to 400 degrees. And I'm using my little toaster oven because it's hot. It's summer. It's been really, really hot. So I'm going to put it on for 20. Check the taters, see how they're doing, see if any of them are done, and if not, then just put it in for more time. Really easy. And then I will like to say I was going to do the air fryer, because air fryer potato, amazing, but you have to eat it that day because it gets really dried out in the fridge, and I'm going to figure that out, how to mitigate that. I think it's because the air fryer takes all the moisture out of the potato, so if you don't eat it that moment, it gets kind of funky. So we're going to check this in 20 minutes and see how we do. Okay, everything is done. So the stuff in the Instapot worked out really well. These are the sweet potatoes and they are like mush. So I might not, the next time, not do them that long, but I'll eat them. We got the little taters and they're fork tender. Some of them might be not as fork tender, but they're good. And then, so I put the other ones in and these are done. So that was 40 minutes for these. And then the big Mama Jamma potato, which is over here, I put this one in for another 20, so 40, 50, an hour. And this seems to be fork tender too, so that's baked. So I have my taters at least for tomorrow, and I think what I'm going to do when I go to the hospital is take this with me, this huge one, and some of the sweet potatoes, and hopefully that'll be enough to eat. So we will see.